The next stockholder proposal is being brought by the National Legal and Policy Center. Peter Flaherty will be presenting this proposal. You'll have a total of 3 minutes to make a statement about this proposal. I'll advise you when your time is about to expire.
Thank you. I am Peter Flaherty, Chairman of the National Legal and Policy Center, sponsor of the Government Integrity Project. I'm from Washington, but please don't hold that against me. I can't figure out why the company opposes this proposal on sexual harassment after pledging to do all it can about sexual harassment. Well, maybe it's because there's not 1 ounce of sincerity in any of the reasons Alphabet cites. The real reason is that this company, and most of the rest of corporate America, is not governed by what is in the interest of shareholders or even society as a whole. Instead, it's governed by what the left-wing mob demands. Alphabet will only support initiatives that advance an agenda. I guess combating sexual harassment in the workplace is desirable only if it helps build a political movement and reinforces identity politics. It doesn't really matter what happens to women. In my supporting statement, I argued that more ideological and political diversity would create a more respectful workplace. I guess that was the poison pill that doomed my resolution. You would think the people that run this country, so rich and supposedly so powerful, could stand up to the mob, but they don't. Witness what happened to Kay Cole James, the president of the Heritage Foundation. She was invited to serve on something called the Advanced Technology External Advisory Council, and then disinvited when the mob showed up with torches and rope. In fact, the people sitting up here were so freaked out that they abolished the council altogether. Who is Kay Cole James? She is African American. When she was 12, she endured jeers and insults as she was one of the first black children to attend an all-white middle school in Richmond, Virginia. And she rose to the top of America's most influential conservative institution. How did that happen? Well, maybe it's because Kay is a very special person. And who did her in? 2,500 Google employees. And who are they? Oh, they went to the best schools. Many were so smart that other people paid their tuition. They make a multiple of the money made by anyone who is paid by the hour or does physical labor. Talk about privilege. What was Kay James' sin? Among other apostasies, she opposes the misnamed Equality Act, reflecting the views of Heritage's 500,000 members and millions of other Americans. Heritage was founded to promote a particular point of view. Google was not. It was founded to make money by cataloging the world's information. To do that, it has to be trusted by consumers. To be trusted, shouldn't the company be carefully neutral on controversial public policy issues? Why does Alphabet itself have a position on this so-called Equality Act? Why does it lobby for it even though it has nothing to do with its core business? This legislation would essentially abolish gender before the law. Without gender, there's no feminism. There's no Title IX, meaning the end of women's sports.
Your time has expired. Could you please wrap up your comments, please?
Well, yeah, I know you're good at silencing conservatives, but the previous liberal people who stood right here got over 4 minutes, so I'm going to take at least 4 minutes, okay? But that's just the start of the controversy. Just think of how it will play in other parts of the world. And how can anyone trust Google's search results on this topic when the company itself is a combatant in the fight over it? In the face of widespread complaints about Google and YouTube's censorship of conservatives and libertarians, the company has apparently decided to double down by demonetizing dangerous radicals like comedian Steven Crowder. I guess Crowder really is a threat to the management of this company. As Mark Twain said, against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand. Thank you.
Thank you for presenting this proposal.